Starting on our mats in a comfortable seat, draw the shoulders down, spine is nice and tall, and just allow the palms to rest onto the knees. Closing the eyes, take a couple of deep breaths. Slowly start to open the eyes, softening the gaze. Take a nice big inhale to lengthen the spine. As you exhale, you're going to drop that right ear to your right shoulder. Maybe adding a little bit of weight on the temples. Feeling that nice deep neck stretch on the left side. And inhaling, head comes back into the center. Exhaling, left ear reaches the left shoulder. Again, maybe adding weight onto the temples if it's comfortable for the neck. Shoulder blades stay drawn down the back. And inhaling, head comes back into the center. Exhaling, chin to chest. Maybe interlacing the fingers, adding weight to the back of the head if it's comfortable for you. Feel the neck opening up and stretching where it meets the top of the spine of the shoulders. Inhaling, coming back up into the center. Both palms reach up overhead, nice and tall. As you exhale, twisting towards the right. Right palm reaches behind the spine. Left palm grabs the outer edge of the right knee. Maybe gaze reaches the back wall. Inhale, lengthens the spine nice and tall. Exhale, deepens into that twist. Feel the spine wringing out, maybe even a stretch into the neck. Again, inhale to lengthens. Exhale to deepen. Inhale one more time, lengthening nice and tall. Exhale, slowly coming back into the center. Inhale, palms reach up overhead. Exhale, twisting towards the left. Right palm reaches to the outer edge of the knee. Maybe gaze reaches the back wall. Again, inhale, lengthens the spine nice and tall. Exhale, deepens into the twist. And inhaling one more time, lengthening. Exhaling, coming back into the center. We're gonna lengthen our legs out in front of us, getting those cheeks out of the way, really grounding into the mat. Feet are flexed, toes are pulled back towards the shins, engaging the core, engaging that Uddiyana Bandha, the low belly. As you inhale, palms reach up overhead. Exhaling, you're gonna hinge at the hips to forward fold. Maybe palms grab the bottom of the feet. Maybe you can yogi grip the toes, ankles, or shins. Wherever you are at, keeping that chin nice and high, spine is nice and long. If you want to go deeper, then you can exhale, bending at the elbows. Slowly starting to tuck the chin into the chest. Feel the breath opening the body into the back, lengthening, opening up the chest, lifting a little bit. As you exhale, bend at the elbows, try to go a little deeper. On your next inhale, slowly start to roll your spine back up, coming to a seat. We're gonna do that one more time. Inhale, palms reach up overhead. As you exhale, hinge at the hips to forward fold. Maybe you reach a little further. Again, feel the back opening up, expanding with the inhale. Exhale goes a little deeper. Inhale, slowly start to roll yourself back up. Crossing over the legs, coming into a tabletop position. Wrists are stacked directly underneath of the shoulders. Knees are hips distance apart, stacked under the hips. Staring at that space between your palms, take a nice big inhale here. As you exhale, you're gonna round the spine, tuck the chin into the chest, coming into cat pose. Really pressing the floor away from you. Feel the shoulder blades opening up here. Feel that belly button hugging in. Inhaling, dropping the belly, hips and heart lift towards the ceiling, draw the shoulders back, maybe gaze towards the ceiling or gaze out in front of you, whatever's comfortable for the neck. Feel that spine opening up, feel that stretch into the mid-back. Exhale, rounding the spine, tucking the chin, cat pose. Again, inhaling, dropping the belly, hips and heart lift, cow pose. Taking a few rounds of cat and cow at your own breath pace. Exhaling as you come towards the mat, inhale as you come up away. And create this to be your own. Maybe you take a side cat and cow, opening up the ribs and the side body, looking past each shoulder. Maybe you bend your elbows as you move from cat to cow, adding in a little bit of a flow. Or if you want to stretch the tops of your feet out, you can keep the toes untucked, lift the hips up, really stretch into the feet and into the toes. Taking 2 more rounds of cat and cow, whatever version or variation you would like. Slowly make your way back into the center for thread the needle. Right palm reaches towards the ceiling on the inhale. As you exhale, you can draw the right palm behind the left, resting on your shoulder, head on the mat. Making sure you create space for the neck, lifting the head up, shifting it towards the top of the mat. Couple options here. You can lengthen the left palm towards the top of the mat, stretching into the shoulder. You can take a bind with that left palm, reaching it behind the back, grabbing towards that right thigh. If you want to challenge yourself, you can extend that left leg behind you, or you can float the left leg. Whatever variation is comfortable for your body at this moment on your mat. If you've taken a bind with that left arm or have extended the left leg out, go ahead and bring yourself back into the center, pressing into that left palm, inhaling, right palm reaches towards the ceiling, exhaling down to the mat. Left palm reaches on the inhale, exhale, draw left behind right, resting on your shoulder, head on the mat. Again, lift the head up, shift it forward and set it down, creating space for the neck. Whatever variation you took on that left side, try to match it on the right. And if you've taken a bind with that right palm or extended the right leg out, go ahead and slowly bring yourself back into the center, pressing into the right palm, inhaling, left palm reaches towards the ceiling, exhale down to the mat, extended puppy. Palms stretch towards the very top of the mat, hips stay exactly where they're at, stacked on top of the knees. As you exhale, you're gonna lower down the elbows and the chin or the forehead. Feel the shoulder blades opening up, stretching into the back, opening up the heart, lengthening the spine. Taking nice full inhales and exhales. On the next inhale, slowly walk yourself back up into your tabletop. Tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Feet are hips distance apart, shoulders are nice and relaxed, drawn down the back. Maybe shake the head yes and no, relaxing the neck. If you have really tight hamstrings, you can take a bend into the knees. Or maybe you walk your dog. Bend the right leg, stretch out the left leg. Back and forth, bend the left leg, stretch out the right. Full body stretch here. Noticing how you feel. If you have sensitive wrist and downward facing dog is a little too uncomfortable for you, you can always drop down to your elbows and your forearms, taking dolphin pose. However, I don't recommend taking dolphin pose if you have a shoulder injury or shoulder pain. Gaze towards the top of the mat, come up onto your tippy toes, tiptoe your feet up to meet your palms. See how close you can get those toes to your hands before having to actually lift your palms up. Inhale into a flat back, palms come to the shins, gaze out in front of you. Exhale, forward fold, taking a bend into the knees. Ragdoll. Palms can rest towards the mat. Maybe you grab opposite elbows, maybe you cross the arms, and just sway side to side. Feel that lengthening happening in the spine, starting from the tailbone. Feel the spine and the vertebrae stretching up towards the neck, pulling outward. Maybe those little muscles along the spine are stretching and pulling out. Feel the hamstrings lengthening, opening. If you have really tight hamstrings, maybe bending a little deeper. And go ahead and bring your palms down to the mat. Slowly start to roll your spine up bone by bone. Hips, back, chest, shoulders, neck, head. Inhale, palms reach up overhead. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Palms come down to the mat, step back into a plank position and hold here. Nice straight line with the body. Press the floor away from you. Engage that core, hugging the belly button in. Feel the shoulder blades starting to warm up. Squeeze every muscle in your body. Really activate this pose here. Maybe your body starts to shake a little bit, feeling the vibrations. Maybe you start to build some heat a little bit here. Shift forward onto those toes. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. One straight line, untucking the toes. Palms are resting back at the floating ribs. Activate the low body by pressing in the tops of your feet into the mat, lifting those knees up. Using your back muscles only, inhaling into a baby cobra. Shoulders are drawn down the back, palms are floating above the mat. Exhale, lowering yourself down. And again, palms come back towards the floating ribs, activating the low body, inhaling into that baby cobra. Again, just using those back muscles, elbows stay hugged in. If you want to go a little deeper, you can take it into Sphinx pose, pressing the elbows and the forearms into the mat. Notice where you feel the back stretching differently from Sphinx pose to baby cobra. Again, listen to your body, whatever feels best for you. Exhale, lowering yourself back down. And again, palms come back towards the floating ribs, activating the low body, pressing your feet into the mat, inhaling into that baby cobra, or you can take Sphinx pose, or if you want to go a little more, lift the elbows up, coming into cobra pose, lifting the hips up as well. Thighs can still stay onto the mat. If you want to take it one step further into upward facing dog, lift the thighs up off of the mat. Just the palms and feet are touching. Wherever you are at, exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze towards the top of the mat, come up onto your tippy toes, tiptoe those feet up to meet your palms. Again, see how close you can get your feet to your hands before having to lift up the palms. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms reach up overhead. Exhaling, prayer hands, heart center. Inhale, palms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Palms to the mat, step back into your plank. We're gonna begin to move through our flows. We'll take it step by step and then we'll pick up the pace a little more. So when I say move through your flow, you're gonna go from that flat back to high plank, shift forward onto the tippy toes, exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, gaze towards the top of the mat, come onto your tippy toes, bend the knees, step, walk, or hop, feet to palms. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms reach up overhead. Exhale, prayer hands, heart center. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, folds. Inhale, flat back. Palms to the mat, step back into your plank, move through your flow. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze towards the top of the mat, come up onto your tippy toes, tiptoe your feet to meet your palms. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms reach up overhead. Exhale, prayer hands, heart center. We're gonna add on to our flows a little more each round. Take rest as needed, grab water as needed. Inhale, palms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Palms to the mat, step back into your plank, move through your flow. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches behind you, three-leg dog, bending at the knee, open up the hip. Feel those hips stacking. Take a moment to check in with the body. Did that left palm just take on a whole bunch of weight? Shift the weight, make it equal between the right and left palm. It's gonna help square the shoulders to the mat. Maybe wiggle the toes, rotate the ankle, or maybe rotate the whole leg, opening up and lubricating the hip. Lengthening out that right leg, square the hips, exhale back down to the mat. Left foot reaches behind you, bending at the knee, opening up the hip. Again, you can wiggle the toes, you can rotate the ankle, or you can rotate that whole leg. Lengthening out the left leg, square the hips, exhale back down to the mat. Gaze towards the top of the mat, come on your tippy toes, step, walk, or hop, feet to palms. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms reach up overhead. Exhale, prayer hands, heart center. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, folds. Inhale, flat back. Palms to the mat, step back into your plank, move through your flow. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches behind you. As you exhale, bring that right foot in between your palms, runner's lunge. Knee is in line with the ankle. Inhale, crescent lunge. So you're up really high on the back tippy toes. You're bending into that front knee. Hips are squared towards the front of the room. Palms reach up overhead. And exhaling, palms come down to the mat. Step back into your plank. Maybe try to float the right foot. Move through your flow. Left leg reaches behind you. Exhale, runner's lunge. Again, knee in line with the ankle. Inhale, crescent lunge. Up really high in the back tippy toes, bending into that front knee. Shoulders drawn down the back. Engaging the core, building stability in that left leg. Exhaling, palms come down to the mat. Step back into your plank. Maybe float the left foot. Exhale, move through your flow. Gaze towards the top of the mat. Step, walk, or hop, feet to palms. reach up overhead. Exhale, prayer hands, heart center. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, folds. Inhale, flat back. Palms to the mat, step back into your plank, move through your flow. Right leg reaches behind you. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. This time, adding on, as you exhale, you're gonna open it up to warrior two. So that left foot falls flat to the mat, toes are 90 degrees, so you're pressing into that pinky toe. You're also pressing forward on that right foot, almost like your feet are trying to rip the mat apart. Arms are nice and long. Warrior two. And just pulse it for a few minutes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Flip that right palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. That left palm can either draw down the left leg, or you can take a bind, wrapping it behind the back, reaching towards that right hip. Right palm reaches towards the ceiling, maybe towards the back wall. Feel that right side opening up. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat, runner's lunge. Step back into your plank, move through your flow. Left leg reaches behind you. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. So again, that right foot falls completely flat to the mat. Toes are out 90 degrees. Arms are nice and long, pressing forward on that left foot. And pulse it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bending a little deeper, flip the left palm, inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way down to the mat, runner's lunge. Step back into your plank, maybe float the left foot, move through your flow. Gaze towards the top of the mat, come onto your tippy toes. Step, walker, hop, feet to palms. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms reach up overhead. Exhale, prayer hands, heart center. Feel the body warming up. We're just getting started. Inhale, palms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Palms to the mat. Step, hop, or walk back into a plank. If you want to challenge yourself and hop back, you're going to place your palms onto the mat, bending into the knees, hopping back, already moving through your flow. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches behind you. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Flipping the right palm, inhaling back, reverse warrior. As you exhale, you're going to come all the way around to extended side angle. Right palm can reach towards the floor, left palm towards the ceiling. And exhale, left palm to the mat, runner's lunge. Step back into your plank, move through your flow. Left foot reaches behind you. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Flipping the left palm, inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale all the way around, extended side angle. Gaze towards the ceiling if it's comfortable on the neck. As you exhale, bring that right palm to the mat, runner's lunge. Step back into your plank, move through your flow. And go ahead and take a second, drop down to your knees, big toes touching, knees out wide. Take a rest in child's pose. Take a moment to reconnect with the breath. Remember why you're on your mat this morning or today, why you wanted a yoga practice. Inhaling, coming back up into your tabletop. Tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Slight bend into the knees, walk your palms backwards to meet your feet, and hang in ragdoll. Maybe grab opposite elbows, maybe you cross the arms. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. Inhaling, flat back, palms to the mat. Walk yourself forward into that high plank. Exhale, move through your flow. Left leg reaches behind you. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Flipping the right palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhaling, extended side angle. Inhale, coming back up into that warrior two. Lengthen out that right leg, draw that right palm forward, left hip pulls back. Exhale, triangle pose. Gaze towards the ceiling if it's comfortable in the neck, otherwise gaze can go down towards the floor. And exhaling, left palm to the mat, runner's lunge. Step back into your plank, move through your flow. You can skip your flow at any time and just press back to downward facing dog. You can rest at any time, taking a child's pose. Left leg reaches behind you. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Flipping the left palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale all the way around, extended side angle. Holding for an inhale, holding for an exhale. Inhaling back up, warrior two. Lengthen out that left leg, draw that left palm forward. Exhaling, triangle pose. Again, gaze towards the ceiling if it's comfortable in the neck. Otherwise, gaze can go down towards the floor. Holding for an inhale. As you exhale, right palm comes to the mat, runner's lunge. Step back into your plank, move through your flow. Gaze towards the top of the mat, step, walk, or hop, feet to palms. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms reach up overhead. Exhale, prayer hands, heart center. Inhale, palms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Palms to the mat, step or hop back, move through your flow. Right leg reaches behind you. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Flipping the right palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Holding for an inhale, holding for an exhale. Inhaling back up, warrior two. Lengthen out that left leg, draw that left palm forward. Exhaling, triangle pose. Take gaze towards the foot for stability. You're gonna leave your stance exactly how you are. We're gonna come into revolved triangle. Inhale, right palm reaches towards the ceiling. Left palm reaches towards the floor, lengthening the right side body. Exhaling, warrior two. Cartwheel your hands to the mat, runner's lunge. Step back into your plank, move through your flow. And left leg reaches behind you. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Flipping the left palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Holding for an inhale. Holding for an exhale. Inhaling back up, warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg, draw the left palm forward. Exhale, triangle pose. Gaze comes towards the floor, towards your foot for stability. Again, stance stays exactly how it is. Inhale, left palm reaches towards the ceiling, right palm towards the floor, lengthening the left side body. And exhale back into that warrior two. Cartwheeling your hands to the mat, runner's lunge. Step back into your plank, move through your flow. And downward facing dog. Gaze towards the top of the mat, step, walk, or hop, feet to palms. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms reach up overhead. Exhaling, prayer hands, heart center. Getting nice and grounded onto your yoga mat. So slight bend into the right knee, ground into that right foot, taking tree pose. Left foot can come to your ankle, to your calf, or full version all the way to your thigh. You just want to make sure you are above or below the knee. You don't want to press any weight against the knee. And feel yourself opening up so that left knee and right shoulder are pulling back. Prayer hands, heart center. If you want to challenge yourself, you can grow your branches. Maybe gaze goes towards the ceiling. Maybe you add in a little bit of a back bend. Palms reach up towards the ceiling. Left knee comes into the center without dropping that left foot. Exhale, airplane pose. Palms are at your side, floating that left leg behind you. Hips are square to the mat. Gaze is at the floor in front of you. And exhaling, palms come to the mat. Left foot reaches towards the ceiling, standing splits. If you want to challenge yourself, you can walk your palms closer to that standing foot, or maybe you wrap one or both palms behind that right leg. And exhale, left foot meets the right, forward fold. Slight bend into the knees. Inhale, palms reach up overhead. Exhale, prayer hands, heart center. We'll do that on the other side. Getting grounded onto that left foot. You can take right foot to your ankle, to your calf, or full version to your thigh. Again, you want to avoid the knee. Prayer hands could be at heart center, or you can grow your branches. Palms reach up towards the ceiling. Knee comes into the center again without dropping that right leg. Exhale, airplane pose. Palms are at the side, face down, squaring the hips, activating that floating leg, pressing the heel out. Gaze is at the floor in front of you to relax the neck. And as you exhale, palms come to the mat, right leg reaches towards the ceiling or the back wall, standing splits. Again, you can walk your palms closer to the standing foot, or you can wrap one or maybe both palms around that standing foot. And exhale, right foot meets the left, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Palms come to the mat, step back into your plank. Exhale, move through your flow. When you reach downward facing dog, again, drop down to your knees. Nice and wide, big toes are touching, child's pose. Allow the forehead to rest to the mat. Press those palms forward. Allow the hips to sink back towards the heels. Slowing down the breath, slowing down the heart. Inhaling, walking yourself up into a seat. You're gonna swing your legs out in front of you and slowly start to make your way onto your back. Hugging your knees into your chest, rocking side to side. Keeping that right knee hugged into the chest, lengthen the left leg out onto the mat. Keeping that left foot flexed, activating it. Really pull the right knee into the chest. And slowly start to pull the knee towards the shoulder, opening up the hips. Maybe left palm rests on the left hip. Maybe you can grab onto that right foot. Taking that left palm to the outer edge of the right knee, right arm can fall out to the side in a T. Pull that right knee over the body towards the left, spinal twist. If it's comfortable in the neck, gaze can go to the right. If you have something to support that knee, you can support the knee, or you can just let it float. Keeping the right shoulder grounded to the mat. Gaze comes back into the center, neutralizing the neck. Knee comes back into the center, neutralizing the spine and the sacrum. Hug the knee in, and exhale, lengthening out to the mat. Take a moment to notice the difference between the right side and the left side. When you're ready, hug the left knee into your chest, keeping that right foot flexed. Really pull the knee in, slowly starting to move it towards that right or the left shoulder. Again, if you're flexible enough, maybe you can grab onto your foot. Maybe left palm reaches the hip, or the right palm reaches the hip or out to the side. Taking that right palm to the outer edge of the left knee. Left palm falls out into a T. Slowly start to pull the left knee over the body to the right, adding in that spinal twist. If it's comfortable in the neck, gaze can go to the left. Gaze comes back into the center. Knee comes back into the chest, hugging it in nice and tight. Bring the right knee to meet the left. Start to rock side to side, taking happy baby. Feet are flexed up towards the ceiling. You can grab the inside or the outside of the feet and just start to rock side to side. Listen to your body. If your legs are still feeling really tight, maybe you lengthen one leg out. Maybe you lengthen both legs out. Whatever little movements you need here. Slowly start to bring the knees back into the chest, ending with an inversion, coming into shoulder stand. Lift the hips up, take the palms to that low back, supporting the back, chin to chest. Make sure you're not rotating the head side to side. And exhale, slowly start to roll the spine back down, releasing the hips, releasing the legs, allowing the whole body to rest in Shavasana. Normally we would hold a Shavasana for about 7 to 10 minutes. But since this is a home practice, I'm going to let you choose how long you want to lay here for. When you're ready, you're going to wiggle the fingers and the toes, rolling the wrists and the ankles. Stretching your arms overhead, nice big full body stretch from the palms all the way down to the feet. And bring the knees into the chest, beginning to rock side to side. Allowing yourself to fall to one side, resting in the fetal position, your favorite side. And when you're ready, slowly start to press yourself back up, coming to a comfortable seat on the mat. Spine is tall, shoulders are relaxed, prayer hands are at heart center. I want to thank you so much for trying out the video today and joining me with your practice, allowing me to guide you through it. The light in me recognizes and honors the light in you. Thumbs to third eye, take a bow, we say namaste.